Okay, second series. This is some of the. Welcome to the second series. This is one of the questions that I get asked all the time, and I have some food samples to show you. All right, and that question is, why some health food makes me fat? Have you ever gone to a supermarket and you see all those health food section, and you see advertisement and you buy and you eat and put on weight? And I'm going to explain to you first. But before I explain to you, the first thing I want to explain, I would like to share with you is a word called glycemic index. Have you heard of glycemic index? Okay. This is glycemic index.
Glide.
G-L-Y-C-E-R. Glycemic, yeah?
Yeah, glycemic. C-I, sorry, C-I. C-E, yeah, C-E. Oh, okay.
M-I-X.
Correct?
M-I-C.
Index. Wow, great, I'm doing this on live. Cannot spell, also can teach nutrition. Okay. Glycemic index is basically the speed of blood sugar going into your bloodstream. You eat something, it gets converted to blood sugar, it goes straight to your bloodstream, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, that's called glycemic index. Okay. So the faster the glycemic index, the more what was taught in the first series?
Sugar.
Your blood sugar shoots up and your insulin will store fat, right? Okay, so you got to understand glycemic index. But you know there are basically three food macronutrients that we always eat. Whether it's roti prata or rendang or helmi, yeah? What are the three food types? Carbohydrate, protein, and fat. These are the three macronutrients. Let me show you what is the glycemic index of these three macronutrients. Again, a chart. This chart, and this is called the blood sugar again. Okay, here's how it works. When you eat something like carbohydrate, it shoots up, insulin comes in, it falls straight down, right? Okay, so this is called carbo. Let me ask you this question now. What spikes higher? Processed carbo or white sugar? Which one spikes higher, faster?
Processed carbo.
It's processed carbo. Processed carbo spikes higher than white sugar. Just in case the only difference is sugar gets converted to fat immediately. Okay, the quality is different. Okay, that's carbo. The second one, the spikes I get, is called
Protein.
Protein, right? It's called protein. And what do you think this is? Fat almost do not spike your blood sugar. Have you heard of a myth that I'm eating healthy food because it contains less fat? It's a misunderstanding of how fat works. Yes, fat contains very high calories. It's a very dense calorie. But there's a good news about fat. It does not spike your blood sugar. So therefore, you have a little bit of fat in the food you take, it will help to moderate the blood sugar. That's how it works. A lot of people go and eat a very clean fat. Okay. A bowl of rice with a piece of meat inside with a little bit of oil actually has a lower glycemic index than just plain rice. That's what a lot of people don't know. But then again, I'm not asking you to pour oil over your rice. It doesn't work like that. I know what you're thinking. I can pour oil. Okay. So this is basically a glycemic index item. Okay. So therefore, there are a few things I would like you to avoid totally to prevent yourself from eating a health food and putting on weight. If the health food is made of, number one, processed carbohydrate, avoid it. Number two, it has sugar, avoid it. Okay? Can you have a little bit of fat inside? Yes, but not too much. Okay, so, but this, to simplify the whole thing, as long as you see processed carbo and white sugar, avoid at all costs. Okay, but there's another question. Can I totally not eat carbo? Okay, you cannot totally don't eat carbo. A lot of people take out carbo. You see, carbohydrate is a necessary nutrient. Sugar is an unnecessary nutrient. You need to eat carbo, but you don't eat so much, and you don't eat the processed ones. You eat the whole grains, the whole food, the complex carbohydrate in the correct quantity, like what we had in the last lesson. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, now I have down here. I was at a shopping complex just now in a supermarket, and I sort of saw some food. Some of them are leftovers in my house. So here's a question, very common one. Oliver, I eat multi-grain rice. It is supposed to be very healthy. Can you eat or not? What do you think? What do you think? Can you eat or not? Multi-grain rice. It says down here, let me show you, 16 grains, in one sachet, 16 grains. Number one multi-grain in Japan. Very healthy, the nutrients say it's very healthy. It's got millet, black rice, black bean, brown rice, quinoa, and sorghum. All this inside quinoa, everything is like very good grain, right? But you know that by itself, is it a health food? It is. Okay? But what's the problem with this? People can cook this into porridge. What is cooking the porridge? When you cook this into porridge, you're pre-digesting it, spiking the blood sugar. And guess what? This thing contains, according to here, it contains 18 grams of carbohydrate. For every 30 grams, 18 grams is carbohydrate. So it's 50% carbohydrate, it's like rice. The only difference is loaded with fiber and nutrients. Unlike white rice, is empty carbohydrate, basically. Okay, that's the only difference. But at the end of the day, it's still carbohydrate. It has the other nutrients like protein, fiber, and all this. But please do not cook this into porridge. Once you cook it into porridge, you have a problem. You spike the blood sugar. Same as rolled oats. Please don't go and cook it into porridge. Please don't go and eat the instant oat. Eat the raw oat as it is, like muesli. Alright? Oh, talk about muesli. Talk about muesli. Some people say, what about muesli bar? What about muesli bar? What do you think of muesli bar? You know what I put down here? Yogurt. Is yogurt perceived as healthy?
Yes.
Almond.
Yes.
Apricot. Nut delight. The goodness of nuts. Gluten-free. Okay. When I turn to the back, I'm not going to see your. Let you see the brand. It says here very clearly here. Let me see. Out of 40 grams, 40 grams, 14.3 grams are sugar. That's a huge percentage, This whole thing is all. This is called a. It's called a candy actually. A lot of people don't know, and this is all in the health section. All you need to do is pick one and take a look. When we say muesli, you eat the loose muesli. You don't eat this. Okay. I mean, if you're a marathoner, okay, one stick, fine. But if you're not, please don't. Okay. And some people say, hey, what about peanut butter? I got people telling me peanut butter, 1 tablespoon a day will help me with my hunger. It's true. Okay. Unfortunately, there are basically 2 types of peanut butter on the shelf, and a lot of people don't know the difference. Now, if you pick up an ordinary peanut butter, which I'm not going to let you see the brand, really, never mind. Not on purpose. Okay. It says, you look at the ingredient list, it says number 1 ingredient is peanut, roasted peanut. Oh, very good, right? Number 2 ingredient is corn syrup solid sugar. So number 2 is sugar. So, what if you can find a bottle that says, of course they have other things inside there. They've got soya protein concentrate, salt, hydrogenated vegetable oil, which is literally margarine and all this, and some vitamins and all this. But what if you can pick up a bottle of peanut butter and it says peanuts 99.5% and salt, that's it. Then it's true. You can take some peanut butter on your bread, but not when there is high fructose corn syrup inside. Do you know a lot of things contains high fructose corn syrup? That is basically sugar. Right? Basically sugar. What about healthy biscuits that has a name that suggests that it's very good for your digestion? I'm not going to say. It says the goodness of whole wheat. It has whole wheat inside. Okay, but if you read the ingredient, you realize that it has more fat and sugar than anything else. Much more than bread. Many percent, 50% more at least. So, what is called biscuit is biscuit. And you realize that the biscuit will never contain the healthier logo sign. You know the healthier logo sign? Singapore have it, right? The biscuit will not contain it. Even breads contain it, but not the sugar. Okay? So biscuits, please avoid at all costs. I don't care how healthy it is. It is not healthy as long as it's made into a biscuit. Okay? Now last but not least is oh, that's all I have, man. Yeah, that's all I have. Just remember this. I'm going to summarize again. There are 3 macronutrients. This one spikes the sugar, spikes the blood sugar, therefore it stores fat. This one spikes a little bit, that's why when you eat protein, you tend to feel fuller longer. And fat has the lowest spike for blood sugar, therefore it does not activate insulin so much. However, fat is very high in calories, it's very dense calorie, so we have to control the quantity. Okay? So therefore, your solution is to do 2 things. When you go back home today, 2 things you need to start to remember. Number 1, avoid at all costs processed carbohydrate. White rice is classified under processed carbohydrate. Okay, red rice, brown rice is moderately processed, but it's good enough. The white rice is processed carbohydrate. Flour, noodles, bread, especially white bread, is very processed. You want to eat whole grain bread, sourdough bread, fine. Manage the quantity. Sugar is an unnecessary nutrient. It's actually empty nutrient. It's not even a nutrient at all. The body don't need it. Okay? And lastly, before I end, don't eat carbohydrate, because carbohydrate is responsible for body metabolism. Your body need carbohydrate, your brain needs carbohydrate. Okay? You just need to manage the quantity and timing. Got it? Okay, that's all I have for this series. For the second series, or for tummy flattening talk, I look forward to series 3, which I'm going to do in a while. And guess what? For the person who passed you this video, okay, ask them for details. For details of this particular program, and we can talk to you more. Do you know what series number 3? Series number 3 is Christmas Buffet Survival Technique. Wow. Is Christmas coming?
Yes.
Yes. Look forward to seeing you in series 3.